I have a condition of break all the time, so I have to be careful. Otherwise, I'll break all the bottom of that door. Yes, you can. You know?
Baby, no. I think it's from here.
You looking too ready. What is this?
Damn it. That's so much. Morning. I need you to open the door. Look.
My love. As you can see, this lovely butte. This is our home. So excited. We haven't named her yet. We're still trying to figure out what to name her. Or him. Gender equality, you know, all of that. We're breaking it down into about 4 stages. And right now we are on stage 1, which is going to be taking all of the stuff off.
Strip it down and clean.
Yeah, stripping it down and cleaning it and getting it ready for the next
and
stage.
installation.
Yeah, and the installation.
Insulation,
the noise canceling stuff. So we have a few things for stage 1, but right now we're actually headed to the store. It's a very cheap store. We're trying to do all this on a budget because this is our first time doing van life, and we actually have 0 experience with van life, for 1, and for 2, remodeling a car. I have construction experience, but that was a long time ago, and it was more in demoing or remodeling like a bathroom or a room and stuff like that. I don't have that experience in a car. So we're not trying to go all out with a big budget and do a lot of stuff because we might end up doing some things wrong. So we're trying to be financially conservative and save money, but do a lot of remodeling at the same time. So this is gonna be very budget friendly, hopefully.
Yes. Hope we can show you the stages of how we do things, what we buy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun because, you know, we think there's many of us, we love the thought of van life, but actually doing it is kind of hard or tedious or scary. It's a extremely new adventure and endeavor for the both of us. It's something we've always talked about and always wanted to do, and it's time we do it.
Yes.
I think this little rag is gonna wipe all this down.
We use recycle and use, not recycle, upcycle and use newspaper to clean things, especially like glasses and inside a car. We just have to, you know, spray something and clean. And same thing. Then we can just throw it away after.
You think that's gonna be enough space for us?
We're gonna have a projector, have a screen over there, just chilling like this. We eat. Cool.
That looks good. There was this whole yellow thing on this bottom. I don't even know if we got a picture of it or video. Real yellow on both sides, and we honestly didn't think we were gonna get it off. We thought that just came with it, but we actually were able to get most of it off. Now it's nice and white. We need to get a proper clean, but we won't worry about that since it's raining. We'll do that another day, but it's looking good. Now this is the next step.
Big space right here.
I've actually never seen a seatbelt thing, have you?
No.
This is the first time I've ever seen one of these. Okay. How it works.
Can we sell it?
I don't know. Either sell them or give them to an auto place. See, the thing is, there is nowhere in Japan that we've come across where we can throw this out or throw out this old mat or this old chair. It's not like there's these big dumpsters around Japan you can just put in. So we have to figure out where we can throw it. And if we can't throw it out, we have to just find an automotive place and gift it to them.
If they take it.
If they take it. That's true. We're trying to figure out if we should make that a storage area or stuff it with fiberglass or insulation and then put the plate back on.
Definitely need to do a soundproofing.
Yeah, we have
and insulation. But it's gonna be tricky because it's like you can't really see.
That's the thing, right? We have to figure out the soundproof and insulation and then see how much more space we have after that. There we go. I love how we're really winging a lot of this off of YouTube videos and stuff we found online. But yeah, it comes off. Done. Because depending. Okay, so today finishing up stage one, we got some little paint. I mean, we're not gonna repaint the whole thing. Definitely nothing on the outside, but as you can see on the inside here, there's scratches all over the inside area, which to be honest, Ikumi or myself, we really don't care. But since it's not super expensive at the stage we're in just to buy some paint and some plastic painting, we're just gonna handle that right now just to make it look a little prettier, you know? and we just got ready, so here we go. You looking too ready. What is this?
Because you said you don't want me to get a paint on my jacket.
And then you legit go put on a shirt I like. I asked you. I asked her to put on one of my shirts, and she go put on one of my nice shirts.
I thought this is the whatever shirt.
That's disrespectful, because I just said my nice shirt.
Do I have to get changed?
Yeah,
again?
you need a new shirt. There you go. That's better. Okay. Shake well.
I need a mask.
I'm jumping the gun. I was ready to paint, but we actually need the silicone remover. Forgot all about that part. You look real funny with Where'd you get this? Did you cut this? This bag like that around your arm?
Yeah, I just made a hole here.
You're real clever. Can you pull it towards you?
Okay.
Can you grab the camera actually? Record. It's easy.
Alright.
Okay. Do you think that gave it more room?
Not much of a difference. It's proper dirty.
So it turns out all of the scratches I showed you guys earlier, I thought it was paint. We thought it was scratch because it really did look proper scratched. But it turns out the silicone remover pretty much got rid of all of that. So we actually don't need the paint. So scratch off that price. We're going to return that tomorrow and save some money. So that's good. So this is the next step, and this is for the noise. But they're really big, so I think we're gonna cut them in half.
It does stay thermal and acoustic sealed.
So just top and bottom. And we'll cut them in half, so they're 2 pieces.
Nuh-uh, not half.
Keeping that
Even
whole
smaller.
piece.
It says the entire, let's say 100%, then if you put 30% of the entire space, it will reduce the noise. All you need is 30% to cover. It's really sticky. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, I really gotta get used to this, how to handle this thing. I also read that don't push too much.
Is this how you doing it?
start from here.
From here?
So there's a pin inside of the
That's what I
roll down
assumed.
window.
You have pop that out and then
Yeah.
screw something off. I knew that. I just didn't know there was a screw in the
In the
top
door?
one.
Mm.
So you pop it off with that thing like that.
Yeah.
We just now watched a video in the house on how to take these off correctly without messing it up. So we're gonna take these off and we're going to put the noise canceling inside of the door panels on both sides. And hopefully in that back panel if we can get it off. And that's where we're at.
Yes.
So it was this little thing. I
That's
saw
the
it in his
pin.
hand on the video. I'm like, what is that? I'm just trying to be careful because this is plastic. Also, the pins that I see, they look like the same ones that we have on the back square ones that we've broken like 2 of those trying to get that off. And also, I have a condition of break all the time, so I have to be careful. Otherwise, I'll break all the on accident, not on purpose.
Like I was gonna tell you yesterday, but living minimalist style, you really need to be extra mindful to things that we use. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah? Thanks, boo. Appreciate it. The pep talk.
I broke something. Like I was gonna tell you yesterday, but living minimalist style, you really need to be extra mindful.
I told you. See? I'm glad you did it and I didn't do it because I know when you break something, we can laugh about it. When I break something, I get in trouble.
True.
Oh, that's true. What did you break? There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work, boo.
Hey.
That was the slowest sip of coffee I ever had in my life.
You're welcome.
Thank you, boo.
Yo. It's a grace.
Does this come out?
Yes, you're supposed to take that off, boo.
Oh. How about that? When you got time, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
take it.
yeah, that's fine.
Finally got it. This has actually been give us the hardest issue since we started this whole damn thing. I took about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get off. 1 down, 3 more doors to go.
Put the legit tonics outside, just 2 of them, and inside. I f***ed up by using the pink tool to pop everything out, I dropped it in the hole inside the door.
And it's deep too.
It's really deep. I don't know how we can
So
get
we
it out.
got one of these things.
That's the camping thing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to stick it on the bottom to pull it up. I think that's the only way. Damn it.
Coming, but now this thing is. Oh.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
すごい、何これ、屋根、
うん。
天井。
そう天井天井
あ、撮ってると。
観光でしか入れないからどうするってとりあえず GoPro 買おう。なんかできるで YouTube やり始めてこれしかなかったのでつい最近1ヶ月前ぐらいに
ああ、そうなんだ。
それまでずっと GoPro だけで
ああ、そうなんだ。すごいね。編集は誰がやるの？
It worked. I guess the next step after the installation is the platform, no?
うん
That's a big step.
うん Almost done.
This is quite tedious, but you know, has to be done. This is pretty much our house, so we can't half-ass it. Oh, did you pull it off right? No. Okay, good.
How much do you want?
This is
gap.
good. There's really gonna be no gap once we knock the wood in. come out to. One doesn't really have to. It can come out to. We'll see. But it can come out to here, or it can start right here. The actual wood. We'll just line it up perfectly. But the soft part goes this. So right now we have the roof almost done. Right now Ikumi is finishing up the door handles and panels. We will cut out the ground, how much this will cover, but I don't think we'll put it on just yet because we need to finish the roof first, and we don't want to be stepping all over the insulation. But it's looking good. It's a very chill day. It's not too hot, luckily, because of the clouding. It's not rainy, so it's not too cold either, so it's really good. So we're trying to knock out a lot of the roofing and finish up the panels and everything that has to do with the insulation. After we replace the caulking here, it's looking better. To keep this on, because that's what the wood would be attached to. If you can see, which is funny, we're not going to buy anything but the essentials in terms of like tools and stuff like that. So to hold the caulking, it really needs to be pressed so it dries the proper way. You rent everything by the hour, and caulking takes at least 7 hours to dry. So we're not going to rent a whole, 2 pressers for 7 hours each. So what this is super ghetto rigged. This is the poles that you put on the wall to hang clothes or something, and so is this. This is for the bathroom to hang clothes. What I did is just took them out of the house and we put them here to press the caulking. We wanted to do wood throughout the whole top, but Japan has its own set of rules, and we found out through the rules that on top of the driver's seats in the passenger seat, it has to be a soft top. It can't be a hard top. That breaks the law. So we're going to, the ceiling we took out, we're going to put it back in and cut it up to here and make a soft shelf for it. And then the rest will be wood. So that's how we'll skirt around that. We wanted to take out this whole seat that was here and build a platform so we can use that area as storage. But unfortunately, one of those other rules is whatever your car is registered on as its safety check, that's what it has to be, or it doesn't count, and you have to redo a safety check. And a safety check is like $2,000 here in Japan, and it just got a safety check a few days ago, so we're not going to do that. So this car was registered as a 4-seater car. Since we took out the seat, it's only 2. And we were just going to change the registration, but we found out it's that entire process you have to do. So if you're in Japan and you're going to get a car, but you know you want to convert it, make sure your safety check says the amount of seats you're trying to convert it to, because if you try to change it and then go change your registration, you're going to have to pay like $2,000. So we have to put the seat back in, so we can't build the shelf to have extra storage. At least for 2 years is what the safety check lasts for, and then we'll go over there. Unfortunately, that really sucks because that's a big storage part we could have used. But now we have to figure out what our work around it. Alright, there we go. So that's the end result so far. It's the same soft top. Right up here, I'll put the handlebars and the sun visor and the mirror back in and everything. This looks good though, right?
Yep. So we have a wooden top and then the soft top over there. This is our living space and a bedroom.
Okay.
And kitchen and dining and everything else.